It's Eclipse Day.
Whoa! Such a trip. Oh, that is crazy. Crazy.
Does this $120, I can't see anything. Does this $120 amp eclipse a $1,200 amp? We find out today. Today we're gonna compare this $120 amplifier with this $1,200 amplifier from Aperion Audio. It's a little bit heavier. And even this $300 sometimes power amplifier. All these, oh my goodness, it's getting hot. All these amplifiers have XLR inputs, which is balanced inputs and single-ended inputs. However, the mono price right here is not a true balanced input. It's basically there for convenience only. The Aperion is actually a balanced amplifier. Aperion E2 was very heavy. Oh, we gotta talk about something. I don't love the font they used. I know, that's a very weird criticism. It seems like a bit of a strange comparison. We have a Class D that comes in $150 retail. We have a Class AB for $1,200. We have another Class AB amplifier for around $300 on sale. So they're not in the same price category. How is that fair? It's not, but it's fun. We always talk about the law of diminishing returns, and on paper, these should all have enough power to drive just about any speaker you throw at it. Oh wait, I forgot something. The Fozzy Audio LC30 amplifier switcher. We can't have an amp comparison without an amplifier switcher. The reason why this is so important is because I can sit back here at my listening position with this remote control and just switch amps, whichever one I want, real time. I have no idea how this is possible, but I have the ZA3 from Fozzy Audio maxed out on volume, and the levels are literally perfect. So I don't have to do any type of level matching. The only thing I have to do is click the amp switcher. Cambridge Audio Evo 150, the DeLorean edition, running as a preamp. I don't even know which amplifier is running right now. The only thing I can see is the glowing VU meters of my amp switcher. This is a $150, $125 on sale amplifier versus a $1,200 amplifier. Okay, this is fun. So some interesting things already. On one amp, I feel like it's a little bit more forward in the vocals. I am listening to both of these amps at around 80, right north of 80 dB on some of the peaks, which is loud. I'm also in my big living room. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. I was not expecting this at all. There's just a titch of sibilance though with the ZA3 compared to the Aperion. But if I didn't know which amp it was, I wouldn't be able to pick these out. Fascinating. Absolutely stunning. I'm stunned. There's still more bass coming out of this thing than has any right. And this isn't even the one that I've upgraded with the Sparkos op amps. This is legit just the one that you get out of the box with the Texas Instruments op amps. Really impressed. I haven't done a really hard comparison between this and anything that's been pretty expensive. I'm not blowing the walls out here, but it's loud. If my wife showed up, she'd tell me to turn it down. It's that loud. Okay, easily pushing into the 80s. No audible distortion. I don't know how this is gonna come through on your end, but I'm gonna play it and I'm gonna switch amplifiers. I legit can't really tell a difference. I mean, if I'm really leaning in, Hyperion's got slightly better, fuller bass, but the ZA3 has a better top end, airier. You know, it's probably a good sign when you don't know which amp you're on. You know, I could actually tell a bit of a difference. Hold on, just one moment. That was loud. When I had my ear very close to the speaker and I was doing the switching back and forth, definitely more air on the ZA3. Unbelievable! Ooh. There we go. So this is the first track that, number one, it's a little bit in your face, but the ZA3 was a little bit much on that track. I would prefer the Hyperion E2. Let's compare the mono price. ZA3 is having zero issues holding it together. Easily over 85 dB. A little bit of a lag with the airplay. There is a much bigger difference between the ZA3 and the Monolith. The Monolith, the 2-channel 2100X, something like that, a lot more beefier on the bottom. And I felt like it was holding together better on this song in the high 80s. I need to turn this down to kind of concentrate on the top end, but... All right. Yeah, for sure, the Monolith is a much darker amp. Doesn't have the top end extension, doesn't have the top end clarity that the ZA3 has, but man, it packs quite a punch. This is the problem, right? We have 3 amps at 3 different price points, very different price points. 125 to 150, 300 to 450, 1150. Which one would I choose? If you're on a budget, the ZA3, because this thing is actually pretty amazing. If you really want to get some speakers going on the bottom end, then the mono price. The Hyperion is really good. Really good. And I think if you have the budget and you have some speakers like maybe something Klipsch-ish, maybe something B&W-ish, the E2 is probably the better choice. But at the end of the day, these amps are really all very good. Now, I don't know the longevity of the Fozzy Audio ZA3. I'm willing to bet that the mono price and the Hyperion probably gonna last 20, 30 years. Not saying that the ZA3 won't last 30 years.
That can't be right.
But I don't think it's gonna last 30 years. Probably last 2, probably last 3, but I am kind of shocked. Really surprised.
Oh, that's crazy.
Wow, I don't know what to say. I guess I do know what to say. Check out this video on my favorite speakers at any price for 2024. It's awesome. Thanks for watching.